Hi, it's Mike Ferry. It is the week of June 9th, and we're continuing for several weeks doing these blueprints that were presented to us at the Superstar Retreat in Las Vegas and in Miami Beach last year. And it's interesting because the feedback we're getting on these is extraordinary. We now are up to in excess of 10,000 viewers per week watching Mike Ferry TV. So first of all, thank you. Thanks for participating. Thanks for getting involved. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, thanks for using the ideas, because as you do, your business will, of course, become better. I want to mention to you, one of the questions I received this week is, how long does it take to move my production up? Well, I guess the answer is this. How much time are you willing to invest in improving what you're doing? How much time are you willing to invest in the process called selling? How much time are you willing to invest? Are you willing to invest 3 months, 6 months, a year, 18 months, 2 years to improve your sales personality to get better results? So the question is not how long does it take, the question is how much time you're willing to invest. From the great state of Georgia, we had Miss Cindy Stewart up on the stage. What a dynamic lady. And for those who were there, she has a smile from ear to ear. It was a great smile. But she started her blueprint, and I want to read to you what she said. My mission or my mantra is following, quote, prospecting is the only way to achieve the goals I've set for myself and my family, close quotes. And then she says, I've made a hardwire connection between prospecting and the results I get. Does that sound familiar to Brianne Llewellyn last week? I think she said almost the same thing, that there is a direct connection. She said, I set the goals out here, and I know that this prospecting connects me to that, to that. That's exactly what Cindy just said to us. We got to make that connection. And guys and gals, the challenge with that, of course, is that too many of us are coming into real estate without any real estate sales experience, or any sales experience, or any business experience. I spoke to a group a couple weeks ago in Las Vegas, and it was fun because we had, I think, 75, 80 people in the audience. Only 6 of them were real estate people. The balance were mortgage, title, and escrow people that were there to find out what real estate people do. And I made a comment to them, which I thought was appropriate, because I said to them, you know, the biggest challenge we have is we have an industry full of non-salespeople. And then you ask me to stand up and somehow transform you, convert you from being what you are to becoming a great salesperson. That's hard work. Hard work for me, really hard work for you. I'm hoping that each week on Mike Ferry TV, you're getting a step closer to becoming the kind of salesperson you say you want to become. So Cindy Stewart, boy, she's direct, she's to the point. I love her style. Okay, there were 10, in this case, 11 points on her blueprint. Let's go through them one at a time. Number 1, I time block everything, because Mike told me nothing is as important as what happens before noon, except for prospecting. Listen to what she said. I have a block for my administration early in the morning. I have a block for my role play. I have a 3-hour block for my prospecting. I have a block out for my lunch. I do a block out for my lead follow-up, a block out for my pre-qualifying, a block out for administration on the transactions, a block out for my listing appointments. She time blocks everything. If I could get you to understand this, prospecting, lead follow-up, pre-qualifying, handling appointments, administration. If you'll just take a calendar and you'll time block where you want those to fit in. So each day when you show up for work, you look at your schedule and say, wow, I got a lot to do. Because you do have a lot to do, because you've time blocked. But what Cindy said that was critical in her blueprint, there's nothing more important before noon except for prospecting. Number 2 on her blueprint, I role play and I practice every day. So if she starts her prospecting at 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock she's practicing and role playing. Guys and gals, if you're a professional, you practice and you role play. Why? Because you need to have in here the right things to say to come out of here at the moment of impact with a prospecting customer. Number 3, I have a very strict schedule for the entire day. Well, it goes right back to number 1, her time blocking. Of course she has a strict schedule. She knows when she starts what she has to do each hour of the day. Do you have any idea what you're doing 2 hours from now? Do you have any idea what's going to happen at 4 o'clock if it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Do you have a schedule for tomorrow so when you wake up you're excited to go accomplish the schedule? Everything she does is scheduled. Watch number 4. I've set very important goals And I wrote a business plan, listen to this, that includes a New Year 5-year goal that will take me to $3 million a year in earnings. Isn't that great? So in July of 2013, Cindy set out a 5-year plan to get her earnings to $3 million a year. And if you were there, you could watch that huge smile become bigger as she said $3 million a year in earnings. Well, Mike, I could never do that. Well, the vote is unanimous. If you're sitting here today watching this program with me and you're saying, I could never do that, at least we know that the most important vote has been cast, which is your vote. Number 5, I've created an environment to work in that sets me up for long-term success through lead generation. Her office is a lead generation office, not an administrative office. It's not a technology office. It's not a marketing office. Her job is lead generation. So her little environment where she works is all designed. Her scripts are up in front of her. She's got her headset. Okay, she's got her numbers in front of her. It's a lead generation environment. Number 6, I have created strong accountabilities for myself. My coach told me the definition of accountability is the ability to be counted on. Great definition. Kathy Anderson, one of our great coaches, gave me that definition a couple years ago. Accountability, the ability to be counted on. So she's saying, Cindy, is that I have strong accountabilities, meaning I have role play partners, I have accountability partners, I have my coach. Number 7, I hired a coach years and years and years ago and have stayed with coaching and plan to stay forever. I like to hear that. I told Cindy, well, you can get out of coaching when you turn 90, but not a day before. Number 8, I created a mastermind group that is important to my thinking. You know, if you come to our retreats, if you come to our sales talk workshops, our action workshops, our productivity schools, our prospecting schools here in our office in Las Vegas, you're going to be around with a lot of people that are like-minded to you and what you want to accomplish. What is a mastermind group? It's a group of like-minded people that are assisting, sharing, and helping each other produce. I would get involved in a mastermind group, and if not, form one. Number 9, I attend MFO events as often as possible to create a stronger mindset. We are lucky to see Cindy 3 or 4 times a year at an event. Now some of you are saying, 3 or 4 times a year? Why would you go 3 or 4 times a year? Well, why do you take a shower every day? There are certain things that have to be done repetitiously. Do you honestly think watching this little short show today, this is going to remain in your mind forever? It doesn't happen. Number 10, I work on my mindset daily through exposure to big thinkers, affirmations, and I work on mental toughness. I work on mental toughness every day. If you're putting yourself in a position to fail, you're learning how to win. If you're never in a position to fail, you never learn how to win. Mental toughness is putting yourself in a position that is unique and different for you so you can win more often. And then, of course, number 11 on Cindy's great blueprint, I work on developing stronger business maturity every day. Business maturity. Watch. Developing, growing, learning the business that we're involved in. The business of real estate, the business of dealing with human beings, the business of selling. Did you ever think when you got your license there was so much to know and learn? Probably not. How are you going to learn it and know it? Pay attention. Join us. If you're not planning on being at our retreat the end of July and the first day of August, call the office and get signed up today. If you're lucky enough to work for a broker that's involved in our EMG program, you can receive a sizable discount on the tickets you buy. You need to be there. We're going to be there. We're going to be there. We're going to show up. We're going to give you the best program we can give you, and the people are going to leave better about how to sell real estate. I think most of you would like to do what Brianne talked about last week, or what Cindy talked about today. Raise the standard, raise the production, raise the income. We're here to help. Let us do it. Talk to you next week.